Hey everyone, and welcome to the first official video from Collect Esports. Now, this is something I've been super excited to do. I've been so hyped about getting this ready, and here we are. We finally have the setup to do everything. We have the overlays made, and a special treat or two coming in the near future also. Now, this first video, we're going to be jumping in and taking a look at both the First Edition and Batch B Epic CSGO boxes from 2021, and the general idea is to show you what you should be looking for in each of these boxes, making sure you know when you've got a rare hit and you don't accidentally throw away a card that's worth maybe $1,000 plus. So let's jump into it and take a look at the first cards you want to be looking for in your boxes. The first type of cards that we're going to be taking a look at is the autographs and the signatures. As you can see there, probably on the other side, is the Simple and the Tarek signature, which are two great examples of how high some of the signatures can actually go. Now, Simple being a world-class player, we have seen his autograph even go for around like $600, $650. And Tarek is probably the biggest hit in the entire 2021 series, potentially contested by Nico Premium, which we'll get into shortly. But Tarek only has 5 autographs in the entire set. Unfortunately, some got lost on the way back, some got damaged. For example, the signature was smudged, which means this card only having 5 circulation puts it as the rarest card in the entire Epic set. Very likely that this card will be worth more than $1,000 easily. Regarding how high, no one can be sure. So when you're looking at your autographs, keep in mind some of them have even gone as low as $200-300 when we look at the kind of less popular players. But overall, signatures are big hits. These are cards that you don't typically see go for less than kind of $250-300. And overall, if you want to know the value of your signature and you get one, know that they do have value. Join the Epic's Discord, which will be linked below, as well as a signature sheet, which I'll also link, which lets you see how many of each signature that actually are available in the boxes. So if you have any questions about the rarity of it, like I said, don't hesitate, join Discord. Now, let's take a look at the premiums. So next up on the terms and kind of cards that you should be looking for are the premiums. Now, premiums are without a doubt one of the hardest cards to hit in the entire boxes, both for First Edition and Batch B. Realistically, they are more valuable or harder to get than signatures themselves, as there are only 25 premium cards per set. I believe the odds for the premiums in First Edition are around 1 in 90 boxes, and the odds are around 1 in 400 in the Batch B. Now, as you can see here, Device is found in First Edition. I can show you an example of Device here. Now, this is the premium card. I actually acquired this one, and it has been sold already. They have quite serious value to them. They are very desirable for people that want to complete the entire set. So if you get one of those, make sure to join Discord if you intend to sell it. And additionally, Nico is from Batch B. And Nico, we have only actually seen 1 of 25 drops so far. Obviously, some people might not have scanned. But if you've come across a premium Nico, know that you are sitting on something incredible. And if you pull this in a Batch B box, do not throw this away. Do not sell this cheap. This is an incredible piece. And actually, the last one sold for around $1,200. So be aware that this card does have serious value. And yeah. Now, next up, I think it's time to look at the Black Centurions. Next up to take a look at is the Black Centurions. Unfortunately, I don't have any to hand. I do have a premium card though, which I just showed you. And I want to use this to explain something about the cards. And that is when you take a look in the top corner of this card, once it focuses, you will see that it says First Edition A9. Now, when it comes to the premiums, there are 50 of each... 25 of each premium, but there are 50 of each Black Centurion. Now, the Black Centurions in First Edition will appear with the First Edition symbol and A1 to A50, and in the Batch B, they will appear as B1 to B50. There are 4 players total, which is Device, Simple, Blameth, and Zywoo, which brings the total count of Black Centurions to 200 per release, essentially. Now, if you do get one of these cards, we typically see them sell between $300 and $600 right now. They are quite desirable. They are important to someone who wants to complete. And overall, if you pull one of these are a really nice collection piece, and you should be super happy that you got them. The odds in general, it's not easy to pull these. They are like 1 in, I think it's a couple hundred packs or so, maybe 1 in 250 packs. So overall, if you pull one, be super excited. You've got the Discord below. We can help you find out what the value is, as well as either decide to keep it, or if you want to sell it on, we can help you find the right buyer and get you the good price. Now, let's take a look at the next cards. Let's take a look at White Centurions. Similar to the Black Centurions, these are quite limited. There are 4 players. Again, it's the same 4 players: Device, Zywoo, Simple, and Blameth. And these cards actually have 100 of each circulation per batch in the first edition and batch B boxes. Now, as you can see to the side, there is a picture of Blameth and Zywoo, but I actually have here 2 Blameths, one first edition and one is batch B, as you can see by the mints and the differences in the top left of the cards. Now, White Centurions, to give you a rough kind of idea, the typical mark is around $200. Some do sell for less, some sell for more, which depends on the mint of the card. I've seen batch B ones sell for around 100 to 150 euros even, and I've seen white ones sell upwards of $200 to $300 depending on the season and depending on the player and the mint. Although regarding mints, let's take a look at what I mean by mints, and let's jump into the final section talking about low mints. This is probably the most important section of all of them, because this is something that a lot of players, when opening their Epics boxes, have no idea about, and this is really something you should be looking out for, and that is low mints. Now, when you pull a card, let's for example take Glaive here, it's a common card. You can see that the mint is a 2120. Now, as a common card, realistically being a 2000 or so, it's going to be basically worthless. But if we bring back, for example, the premium card, it's A9. Now, as you can see on the image to my side, there is an A1 Astralis card. There's, like, for example, the number 4 Misuta, and there are several low mint cards. And what this means, just to explain it, is the lower the number, the better the card, realistically. If you pull a number 1, that's the most valuable of that specific card. So let's take 2020, for example. There were some holo cards which you could buy for maybe $4 or $5 from specific people. But if you pulled the A1 of that card, the exact same card, you could be looking at up to $100. So when you are pulling these rare cards, you need to be checking the number, because the number is very, very important. If you pull a single digit, really, really rare, really, really good on any of the cards, basically. For commons, for general holos, we typically see sub A100 being desirable. But overall, like I said, whenever you're going through your cards, just check the number, make sure you know what you're looking for, because that is important. Now, overall, I want to say thank you for tuning in to the first Collect Esports video. I've been super excited to get this ready. It's taken some time to do all of the equipment, all of the setup. A huge thank you to Black, who also does collectibles. He's been helping me a lot. Luigi, Nix, everyone that's basically taken part in helping me test this setup and getting it ready to bring you the first video. So please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and turn on notifications, because we are going to be bringing you some great esports collectible content, including a first edition box opening, and also what to look for in the upcoming Cologne boxes, and what to look for in PUBG mobile boxes from Epics. Thanks for tuning in. This is Collect Esports. Have a great day.